The sonic palette, how vowel sounds and enjambment shape the heart of poetry. Welcome back to another episode of the Poetry of JP. Today we're exploring how the sound of a poem shapes its mood, rhythm, and emotional impact. While we often focus on the meaning of the words, it's the music of language, the vowels, consonants, and rhythms that breathes life into a poem. This is an episode that goes with a recent post that I made to my new website, thepoetryofjp.com. As the website grows, you will find many podcasts and learning posts like this throughout this site. You can find a link to the article in this podcast description. Let's begin with vowel sounds, a subtle yet powerful tool for poets. Long vowels, like the E in sleep or the U in brood, naturally slow down a poem, creating a reflective or somber mood. On the other hand, short vowel sounds, such as the A in cat or the I in swift, inject energy, quickening the pace and adding a lively tone. Consider a line like, "The moon, a silent sentinel in the night." The long sounds in moon and silent create a sense of stillness, almost as if time has slowed. Now contrast that with quick as a flash, the fox dashed through the grass. Here the short vowel sounds in quick, flash, and dash create a brisk, energetic rhythm, matching the swift movement of the fox. But sound in poetry goes beyond just vowels. There's a concept I like to call the sonic mirror, where the sound of the poem reflects its meaning, adding depth and resonance to the imagery. Take, for example, a line like, "The river murmured, winding its lazy curves." The soft M sounds and gentle rhythm mimic the slow, winding motion of the river, creating a soundscape that mirrors the scene. Now, imagine a different scene. The storm shattered the silence with a crash. The harsh sh and t sounds here not only describe the storm, but also mimic its violence, making the reader almost hear the breaking silence. Let's talk about how poets use sound to control pacing and mood through enjambment and line breaks. When a line flows into the next without a pause, it creates a sense of urgency or continuation. Take a line like, "She ran to the edge, breathless, and leapt into the unknown." The enjambment between breathless and leapt keeps the reader moving forward, capturing the rush of action and the leap into uncertainty. In contrast, a deliberate pause can create tension or highlight a moment of reflection. Consider, "He stopped. The world was still." The break after stop forces a pause, mirroring the character's sudden halt and the ensuing stillness. Now let's look at some fresh examples from well-known poets. Imagine a line by Maya Angelou. "Caged birds sing soft songs of freedom." The repetition of S sounds mimics the soft, wistful sounds of the birds, reinforcing the theme of longing for freedom. Or think about Robert Frost. "The woods are lovely, dark and deep." The long O sounds and A sounds slow the pace, inviting the reader into the quiet, reflective atmosphere of the woods. In contrast, Sylvia Plath might write, "Her laughter cracked like glass." The harsh sounds in cracked and glass create a jarring effect, perfectly capturing the brittle, tense emotion in the poem. These examples illustrate how sound in poetry is more than just a decorative element. It's an essential part of the poem's emotional and rhythmic structure. As Ezra Pound once said, "A good poem is the one that stays in your ear." Sound shapes not just how we read a poem, but how we feel about it. To help you experiment with these techniques, here are a few writing prompts. Write a short poem where long vowels create a slow, reflective mood in the first half, and then switch to short vowels to inject energy into the second half. Then describe a natural scene, like a forest or a river, and use sounds that mirror the movement or the atmosphere. Write a dramatic monologue where enjamblement adds tension or control, like a character pausing mid-thought or rushing into action. Use harsh consonants to convey anger or frustration, or soft flowing sounds to evoke peace and tranquility. By utilizing these poetry writing techniques, you can elevate your work into new heights. Whether you're writing or reading, understanding how sound influences poetry will deepen your appreciation for the craft. I encourage you to try these techniques in your own writing and share your experiences in the comments. And don't forget to tune into our next episode of the Poetry of JP, where we will continue to explore the intricate world of poetry. Until next time, keep listening to the music of words.